Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'm going to give my honest review of Modern Warfare 2 after playing the beta. If you guys didn't already know, the beta is now over and the game officially comes out October 28th. So I wanted to make this video after playing a ton of hours into the beta. I think I put over 30 hours into playing the beta, testing it out, seeing how I liked it. And this is going to be my honest review of that. We're going to cover multiple topics. I don't want to make this video super long, but I did want to give a little bit of my insight as I am a Call of Duty veteran. I've been playing Call of Duty since I was about 8 years old. I started playing Call of Duty back when Call of Duty 2 was a thing, and then Modern Warfare 2 was definitely the first Call of Duty that really got me into the Call of Duty series. So this game was very important to me. This franchise was very important, so we're just going to jump right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the maps in Modern Warfare 2. Now, in the Modern Warfare 2 beta, we only got access to 4 different maps, and I'm going to be honest with you, those maps, when I first played, were very interesting. They kind of go back to the old style of how maps were developed with the 3 lanes, lots of close quarter engagements, which I personally really like, as I am a very aggressive and close quarters type of player. So a lot of the maps I felt like flowed very well. My favorite being Farm 18. I felt like the close quarters there was super fun, fast paced, and that's the type of Call of Duty that I really like. I like that type of gameplay. One thing that I think would be super cool for them to add into Modern Warfare 2 when the game actually drops is the voting system that they used to have in MW2. I think that's a super cool way to kind of pick and decide, okay, which map are we going to go for this match? And I think it would add a lot of good flexibility to the player base, especially going into multiplayer. So now I'm going to touch upon the TTK. Now, I know a lot of people have been throwing around this term, and maybe you as the viewer don't know what it is. TTK is the time to kill. So this pretty much means that when you shoot at somebody in the game, the TTK is the amount of time it takes for you to actually kill the enemy. So I know a lot of people were complaining that the TTK was extremely fast. For me, when I first played it, I thought the TTK was so fast, it was insane. I was like, this needs to be completely redone. But for me, as I continued to play the game and kind of realized how the guns function and got used to kind of the whole play style, I actually started to get used to the TTK. And so for me, it didn't really matter as much, but I still think it is a little bit too fast. And I think it would be really beneficial if they just make it a little bit longer when the game drops, because there were times where I would jump around a corner and before I could even ADS at the guy, I would be beamed in like what felt like 0.1 seconds. So I think tuning that a little bit would give the aggressive players a little bit more freedom to kind of chow and have more player confidence. So now I'm going to move on to the gunplay. How did the guns actually feel in the beta? Now I'm going to be honest with you, when I played the PlayStation beta, I got a lot of input lag. The gunplay felt a little bit clunky, and that a lot has to do with the movement as well. But when I played PC, I didn't get any input lag, and the gunplay actually felt pretty smooth. And a lot of the guns I felt like were very easy to use, very easy to work with. There were some guns that felt a lot more clunky than others, but again, I feel like that kind of stuff can be tuned out when the game actually drops, and I think they are going to work on that. Now we're going to move on to the graphics. Real short and simple. I thought the game looked absolutely incredible. I think the graphics are a big step up from what we've had in the past. When I played Vanguard, I felt like the game wasn't even fully built. So to have a game that looks this good and plays this good, I felt like was an absolute W. Moving on to a very important issue that I don't think a lot of people have covered in their honest reviews of MW2, and that is the competitive aspect of this game. For me, I have become a very competitive player in the past couple of years, largely due to the fact that I've gone into the content creation space and have really tried to be the best that I can be for content. And so because of this, I can really see and understand the competitive aspect when it comes to Call of Duty as a whole. Now, it has been confirmed, I just saw on Twitter today, by Modern Warzone that there will be a ranked play when MW2 launches, which will be the first time Infinity Ward has ever implemented a ranked play into their game. I think this is going to be absolutely huge. When I played the beta, I loved the multiplayer. I thought it was super fun. I had a blast playing it. So I can only imagine how much more fun it's going to be when I jump in and actually try to be super competitive and rise through the ranks in the ranked play. I just think it's going to be super fun. So from a competitive perspective, I think this game is going to thrive. Honestly, I really do. I think the ranked play integration is going to be essential. I think it's going to be incredible. And, you know, one can only hope that a game like this can succeed, and I really do have high hopes. Moving on from that, we're going to cover the movement. Now, I know a lot of people have been talking about this all over social media and YouTube, the slide canceling, the movement, it felt clunky, the dolphin diving. I'm going to say this. I think dolphin diving is something that's really unique. I think it's cool that they added it. I don't think it's going to be used that much, to be honest with you. The only thing that I really found dolphin diving to be useful for was just diving into cover when I'm being shot. It was kind of useful then, but even then I didn't really see a full like use for it. Slide canceling I feel like will always exist no matter how they try to tune the movement. And because you can't shoot when you slide, it does make slide canceling pretty much pointless. But for me, slide canceling really made the movement a lot more smooth, kind of transitioning from that slide mechanic into a jump, into ADSing, into a gunfight. I think that was absolutely essential. And from what I hear, Infinity Ward is going to smooth out the movement and make it less clunky, which was a big thing in the beta. People said that it was very clunky movement. It wasn't smooth. There was no point in sliding and moving around. So I think when they fix this and make it smoother, it's going to be absolutely beneficial to the way the game functions, the way that people play the maps, and the way that players move and move around the maps overall. Now, the next topic we're going to cover is SBMM. If you don't know what that stands for, it stands for skill-based matchmaking. Now, I know a lot of people are going to watch this video, and no matter where you're at in terms of skill for Call of Duty, skill-based matchmaking is an issue that has been talked about for years. So overall, I think SBMM is something that I understand is needed, but I don't think it's useful or helpful in any way, and I honestly wouldn't care if they just took it out overall, because me personally, I don't like it, and I don't see a need for it. And I'm sorry if you don't feel the same, but that's just my own personal opinion. Obviously, Call of Duty is going to do whatever they want, and that's completely fine. And I understand the use and the need for SBMM. So that pretty much wraps up my opinion of Modern Warfare 2 after playing the beta for over 30 hours. Honestly, I enjoyed my time a ton. I played the beta, I tried out multiple different guns. I felt like the gunplay was great, the graphics were good. I didn't mind the movement too much. I felt like this was the first Call of Duty we've had since MW 2019 that felt really good, was a fun and immersive experience. I really felt like I had played the game before. Like, I felt like I was used to the game, used to the mechanics, and I could kind of just go in and already start making plays and you know, making flanks and doing different stuff like that in the game. And I felt like that was super cool to kind of go in and just already feel like I'm used to the game and I've been playing the game for a while, so I loved it. Overall, I'm going to give the MW2 beta a 8.5 out of 10. I honestly think that this could be a top 5 Call of Duty. I really, really do, and I hope it does. I know there's a lot of things that need fixed and there's a lot of problems with the game, and I completely agree with a lot of the things that everybody's saying in the community, and I do think that with a lot of these changes, this game has tremendous potential. But there are a lot of problems and there are things that need fixed, and I did address a lot of them in this video right here. But again, I wanted to focus on the positives and from what I experienced playing the beta, and I do think that overall, it was a solid beta. It was a solid game so far, and I am excited for it to drop October 28th. If you guys have any other questions or you guys want to know any of my other opinions about the game, please drop them in the comments down below, and I will respond to every single comment. Also, if you're new around here, man, make sure to subscribe. When this game drops October 28th, I will be grinding content like you wouldn't believe. Also, make sure to go follow my Twitch, man. That's where I'm going to be streaming this game right when it drops. Other than that, I'm going to try to get a couple more MW2 videos out for you guys from when the beta dropped and when I played during those beta weekends. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video today, man. I love giving my opinion. I love talking about Call of Duty. It's a game that I've played since I was a little kid, and I really do hope that this game does succeed, and I hope that I can bring content that will entertain you guys. So once again, if you did enjoy, make sure to like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace.